What's going on, gentlemen? So today's fragrance is going to be from the House of Creed, and we're going to be doing Creed Millesime Imperial. So this is the only bottle that I have in my collection because that price tag is a little bit too expensive for my taste, and let's be honest, I'm a bit of a cheap one. But this was actually a gift from my good friend Joe Anthony. So Joe, if you're watching, again, thank you so very much. Unfortunately, Joe is no longer reviewing, but what I'm going to do is I will attach Joe's link down below in the description box below, so please make sure that you check him out. And maybe some of you guys could actually pressure him into coming back because he's not listening to me or any of the other guys out there. So Joe, again, thank you very much. But Creed Millesime Imperial was launched in 1995. I don't know what it's classed as, but let's just get into the bottle presentation right now and then let's get this actual review started. So the bottle presentation for Creed Millesime Imperial. So all the Creed bottles are pretty much all the same. They're all identical. The only difference is this little portion right here. So this is just like a gold type of color. You got Millesime Imperial here, you got the logo there, but also at the top they're identical. The cap itself is just a little cheap. It's just like a cheap plastic. You got Creed right here, just like all the other bottles. The sprayers though, these are some of the best in the fragrance game. So that is the bottle presentation for Creed Millesime Imperial. Now the top notes of this fragrance are sea salt and fruity notes, with the mid being iris, mandarin orange, Sicilian lemon, and bergamot, and the base is watery notes, woody notes, and musk. Now what I get in this fragrance that unfortunately I don't get the fruity notes. Unfortunately, a lot of guys on Fragrantica and other people get the fruity notes, but on my skin they don't make a cameo. But what I do get is I get a lot of that sea salt with a lot of the citrus, and then towards the base, a lot of the woods do come out with a little bit of the musk. It's more of the woods than the musk during the base, but that sea salt really does last pretty much on my skin from top to bottom. This is a fantastic fragrance. Super natural, super pleasing. This really does remind me of the times whenever I go to the West Coast. Vancouver is like a second home to me, as well as New York City. But whenever I'm riding my bike along the seawall in Stanley Park out in Vancouver, this really does evoke memories of it, because as soon as you go around the bend, so if you're from Vancouver, you probably know what I'm talking about right here. As soon as you go around the bend, whether it's riding your bike or you're out for a run, you get that Pacific Ocean breeze just blowing that salty air. It's very fresh, very invigorating, and to me it's very relaxing. Now what would I use this one for? So this is pretty much just a casual kind of fragrance. You can use it for the office, so if you work in a corporate setting, this can actually do very well, as it's not going to offend anybody. But on an event where you do require to dress up in a suit and tie, minus work of course, or a semi-formal event, I wouldn't really reach for this. It has too much of a casual setting. But I would actually use this for on the weekends, you know, when you're out with family, out to dinner, just anything casual. It's just a great weekend scent at that. This really does shine in the summertime, but also on a hot spring day. Longevity was actually pretty decent. I got 5.5 to 6 hours, and that's not really all that long, but this is a lighter, fresh fragrance, so I can understand. And the projection was about 90 minutes. Prices on this one. So this is a very expensive scent. So unfortunately Creed tends to jump up the prices every year, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but for a 4 ounce, which this one is, and for a 4 ounce at the Creed boutique or just online and maybe any luxury department store out there, for a 4 ounce you're looking to spend $395 USD. So it's very expensive. Online, the same size, you're looking to spend between $160 and $220 if you look around. Now, people's thoughts on this one. So some people did say that this is pretty much like a vacation in a bottle, which I would have to agree. It really does evoke that oceanic air, if you will. But they thought it was fresh, a little bit clean, casual, super pleasing, and just wicked. Final thoughts on this one? This is a 10 out of 10. These are the types of fragrances that I really do enjoy the most. I think it's just an outstanding scent, work of art. So Creed, guys, you did an outstanding job. Guys, that's it for Creed Millesime Imperial. If you like this review, please give it a big thumbs up. Share the video, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.